What I thought, everybody? Welcome to another episode of D313 Rapaport, episode 15. This is your boy DC1. We got Breed in the building. We hold it down for Nomas J. Nomas J will not be joining us today. And also, unfortunately, we had some little technical difficulties. That's why we had a late start. And unfortunately, our special guest, Levon Kirkland, All Pro, would not be able to make it to the show today. So this will be pretty much as a short show today, man. So let's get into it, man. Let's talk about it, man. Detroit Lions preseason preseason game Friday against the New York Giants was Lions won 21-16. It was a good game for the most part. So um, yeah, man, it was
Yeah.
very exciting. There was a lot of fans down there. Atmosphere was crazy. Over 60,000 fans at a preseason game. It's
Hmm.
unheard of, you know what I'm saying? But fans showed out.
Yes, sir.
Like I say, Bree, you was down there at the game.
Yes, yes,
Um,
sir.
the
Yes,
fellas
sir.
down there at Dynasty Sports Network, shout out to them guys, Big Willie Styles and King, and Cass, and also Culture Detroit was also down there as well, man. So I'm glad y'all guys have a great time. So,
Yes, sir.
Bree, man, tell
Yes,
us your
sir.
experience, down there at Ford Field on Friday. What was it like, man? You was down there. So what was it like?
Bro, it was crazy. It was crazy. The anticipation, the crowd, man. Even before the game, during the game, it was just man, they was just amped up, ready to go. So you could just tell, and then you can see the energy with the team. Now they had like you said, they had a slow start and everything, and you know, certain quarterback kind of didn't play too well. So, but it's preseason. So, to me, I just think, but the crowd was crazy, man. It's gonna be. I think they're gonna be amped up throughout the whole season, and to have them like that already, and anticipation, and to have these games already sold out, it's incredible, man. It is incredible, and you saw Lion fans, you saw some Giant fans there too, but yeah, they was rocking, man. They was absolutely rocking, and I had a ball. Like I said, slow start in the first half. Second half, they picked up. Shout out to Adrian Martinez and Coras and that defense, because that defense showed out in the second half for sure. They kept us in that game for sure. They definitely kept us in the game. So, just great atmosphere. The fans was cool, and yeah, man, can't wait to the next game.
Man, absolutely, man. I was fortunate I was able to go, but watching the game, uh, due to unfortunately got interrupted by Fox 2 News weather, the situation. But
Yeah.
was still able to see the game, but just couldn't hear the audio, man. Um, but I like when I see first the defense. Brian Branch set the tone. Um, Early game laid the hit on Cole Beasley and top of the Arkwood brothers. They showed up. And Jack Campbell, he
Hmm.
was all over, man. He showed why, the Lions, took him. That he showed his ability to cover the field. You know what I'm saying? He could read the offense. So um, he showed out. Um, and Alexander with that punt return for a
Oh,
touchdown, man, that changed the complexion of the
the,
game.
the whole
Changed
complexion.
the whole complexion. And we have to understand special teams big plays does change momentum of the game. It does. Because now it's giving momentum to the offense to get some points on the board, whether if it's 3 points or whether if it's 7 points. So
Hmm.
sometimes it could be eight if you go for a 2 point conversion, but that changed that whole momentum around. And
Hmm.
the Lions, you know, they came out, the defense, you held the Giants. I know second and third stringers, but you held the defense to 3 points in the second half. After the
Yeah.
only touchdown they scored because the second interception that Suffield threw, trying to fit the ball into Jameson Wilson and Williams. Even with the first play of the game, he threw the interception. He was trying to get. I understand he was trying to get Jameson involved, but at the same time, it was a bad throw, two bad throws. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I think Suffield after the first interception, he kind of settled down, at times. But after that, that second interception, which that gave the Giants short field, and they scored a touchdown of it, and that was the only touchdown of the game. But
Yeah.
I like what I saw with the Lions defense. I like it. Like you said, this, and I like also too the game winner drive from Adrian Martinez. I don't know, he only threw for 38 passing yards, but he did not lose the game. You know, uh, Ibrahim, he had a couple of good runs, but yeah, it was him. They drove that, got that game winning touchdown. Was huge. They came out with the W, made some stops they made, and it was success, man. But
Yeah, they got some depth definitely on this team for sure. You can see with the running game and with the wide receivers and stuff like that too. So they definitely have some depth in a lot of positions. And you can just see on that defense, man, they already coming together. So, and this first game, like even with Jack Campbell, for him to direct this defense in his actual first NFL experience and game, to have this team actually, come together, and for his leadership already, it just tells you about this team and the direction is going. So I'm excited. I know people want to nitpick and talk about. I've even heard people talk about Jameson Williams and his bad game and stuff like that. People got to understand this is the first game.
absolutely,
This team. I know we gonna look at the good and the bad and stuff like that, but we gotta understand too. It's the first game. Jameson Williams is gonna be fine. This is actually his first really real time since he's been in the league. I mean, he's been injured, so we gonna see. And then when the games happen, the actual games happen, when he get his 6-game suspension, you know what I mean? We gonna really see what type of player he is. He gonna be well rested. So we gonna definitely got to see how he plays. But I think he's gonna be fine, man. We just gotta let the guy play. That's how I look at it. Just let him play.
Absolutely, man. Because the simple fact, man, it's just some these fan base, man. They just like, just every little thing that he does, and if he does something wrong, they want to jump down his throat like crazy, man. Yeah, leave this guy alone, man. This is actually going to be his first full season, man. I know he's going to be suspended the first 6 games, but you got to understand too, man. Like you said, he's coming off an injury, man. Torn ACL, man. He came back, he played one game. Pretty much it was like half of the last season he didn't play. Fans need to calm down. They wanted so much expectations for him to just blow up right quick. It takes time,
Right.
Just like I bring this up about the Tigers. People want to talk about Spencer Torkelson. Oh, he was the number 1 pick, and this is third. But he's a bust. He this and that. It's like this man was hurt last year. Same thing, was hurt. He's coming back off an injury, and look what he's doing. He's getting better and better and better. It takes time. Same with Cade Cunningham. People want to write off Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham was hurt all that last year. Leave Cade Cunningham alone. Give these guys time. Same with Killian Hayes. Give these guys time. That's what I understand with these fan base. They just delusional. They just crazy. Like, be quiet.
And I understand this fan base and how long it's been since we've won a championship and things like that. We get that. We understand. We done been through a lot with this team, a whole lot. But we gotta understand, these type of things take time. Like all these teams, they took time to win. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be the same with us. You know, like all these teams that took their time to win. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time the Chiefs won the title?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they win in multiple. You know what I'm saying? As good as Aaron Rodgers was, he's only won one Super Bowl.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So these type of things take time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we gotta understand this as a fan base. We have a young team. We have a guys, and then we're having Bridgewater too, and all these other and these rookies and stuff. They're gonna take time to learn this offense, and it's gonna take time to learn the defense too. So it's still a young team, and they're gonna learn as they go. So we as fans, we just gotta be patient.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Hey, listen, I want to give a shout out right quick in the comments, man. We got Big Willie Styles, man, in the comments, man. The guy Ray, man. Ray,
Big
man,
Willie.
What's going on with you, brother?
What's
good to hear
Ray?
from you, man. Of course, on 16, man. Yeah, we got to show love to him as well, man. On 16.
What's up, on 16?
Actually, on 16, I won't be able to go to any joint practices this week, man. Quite sure Bree will probably be down there, and then
I'll be there.
Yep. And hopefully Nomas will be down there as well. So he gets his intake as well. So Shay, speaking of Nomas J, Nomas, what's going on, man? Yeah, our guest won't be able to make it in. So we just holding it down, man. So but yeah, we doing what we holding it down for you, brother.
We hold it down like we always do, man. The guess or no guess. We hanging it, we doing our thing.
Absolutely, man. But definitely, man. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars coming up. So Jacksonville did beat the Cowgirls. They did beat the Cowgirls. So
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So they did beat them. So Jacksonville, you see Trevor Lawrence. He said, "I'm gonna get."
Hey, if you get a T-shirt, just have right on the T-shirt, have some Cheez-Its and some Modelo's.
Patience is the wrong word for Lions fans. Respectfully, we've been patient.
Man, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. And it's not only just Lion fans, it's the Detroit fan base, period.
Yes.
The patience level is just, it ain't there.
No.
You know what I mean?
It ain't there. But speaking of Teddy, let's talk about Teddy Bridgewater real quick, man. Everybody knows Teddy Bridgewater, signed with us as our backup quarterback, because Nate Sucksfield, or as you call it, Nate Sucksfield.
Yeah, Sucksfield, or as some fan base would call him, Sudafed.
Right? Exactly. But getting Teddy Bridgewater, bringing him in as our veteran backup quarterback, we hope. We hope we don't get him. I don't knocking on wood. Jared Goff, he's 100% healthy, throughout the whole season. No offense, I don't want to see Teddy Bridgewater out in the field. I just want him on the sidelines mentoring Martinez, mentoring Hendon Hooker. If he has to be on the field, God forbid that Jared Goff does get hurt, or if he's one of those games he plays so bad, that so be it. But we want to see Teddy Bridgewater just out there, just helping me mentoring these guys, man. So
absolutely.
But yeah, Teddy Bridgewater is a Lion. Glad he. No,
you ain't right, no. We gonna go with Sudafed, not that. Courtesy of StreamYard.
He's stupid, bro. Oh man, he's so sorry. There's no way to say it. Oh man.
Wow.
But yeah,
put it on a T-shirt, no. Put it on a T-shirt.
Matter of fact, yeah, go get your shirt made, brother. Get a shirt made. Man, absolutely, man. So yeah, man. Jacksonville, man. Jacksonville
Well,
coming
well,
to
well,
town.
let me hit on what you just said about Teddy Bridgewater.
Mhm.
First of all, I like the move. I like Teddy Bridgewater here. Just even if you don't play him as much, just give him as a just have him as a learning tool for Hooker and Martinez.
Mhm.
Because they can, especially Hooker, because Bridgewater has a history in injuries, and Hooker has an injury, so he can just teach him like, okay, this is what you go through with this injury. You do like this. You throw the ball like this. You throw it like this. He could give him all the insight and what the just coming into the league as a black quarterback too. The high expectations and drafting and things like that. So I feel like this is a good thing, and I think this is good for Teddy too, because he can revamp himself for this situation, because he can use what he's been through in the past and use this situation as, okay, this is a rejuvenation where I can just start over and I can make a difference for this team. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it as Teddy Bridgewater. That's how I look at it with this team, because I think he could do something. I think he can definitely be a inspiration inside and outside the field, man. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, definitely agree, man. You put it right on the point, man. And so, Teddy Bridgewater, man, like I said, he's been through a lot through his career. Been hurt. He's a very good quarterback. He's bounced around some teams. He has shows he can still play in this league throughout his career. So I mean, a lot of the injuries had held him back a lot, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
he shows that he's still a good quarterback. I mean, we're glad to have him here on our team in this organization. So, like I said, we definitely having him, just mentoring Martinez and Hendon Hooker, and still be there with Jared Goff, because Jared Goff still can learn some. They can learn some stuff from each other, as well. He can learn the playbook, learn some stuff from Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, what they want, so
And,
from
and and to add to this too, we got backups that not only can throw the ball but can run as well.
absolutely.
So they're just as much as threats running than they are passing. So when the last time as the Lions had that? That's how I look
Absolutely.
at it.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we have a legit backup quarterback,
Hmm.
since
Hmm.
Sean Hill. And Sean
Yeah.
Hill was a good backup quarterback.
Yeah.
When Sean Hill with
Hmm.
Stafford got hurt, Sean Hill
Hmm.
came up, he did his thing. I liked the Sean Hill.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
glad to
Shout
have
out.
Teddy Bridgewater, man. So, speaking, like I said, we're going to go into Jacksonville, man. We got Jacksonville coming to town. Where she probably already in town, and so
Yeah.
they got the joint practices. Uh, was it tomorrow or is joint or Wednesday? We do
Uh.
Wednesday and
Um.
Thursday.
Yeah. Wednesday and
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Yep, Wednesday, Thursday, joint practices against the Jacksonville Jaguars. My guy Bree would be down there. Hopefully, Noma's Jay, all everybody else will be down there for the joint practices. So, definitely gonna be deserving. Getting what's going on from training camp
Hmm.
for the joint practices. Definitely, look at for 10 to 20 man and Mike O'Hara, also Everything King. Shout out to Everything King. I know he's gonna have something out as well. So, but yeah,
You said.
definitely.
Hold on. You said, how do you feel? How do y'all feel about the O line play the other day? Um, O line play was cool. I mean, I felt like, I mean, I think they was cool. I think, but also too though, I know a lot of people didn't mention this though with the game against the Giants. Giants kind of killed themselves. They had a lot of penalties. They had a lot of penalties. So that helped us out too. But I thought the O line play was cool. I mean, I didn't see Giants really didn't do too much pressure on him. It just those interceptions. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah, I
you know,
agree. I agree. I mean, the offense line played pretty well. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And you know they, you know, they held their ground. They held their ground. You know, they protected the quarterback for the most part. Um, so the offense line, they're going to be better. Say second string, the third string, they're going to be better. So some
Yeah,
of them
we
got,
gotta understand. Not
yeah,
oh no, go ahead.
yeah. Also, too, it's like the offensive line. Yeah, like I said, a lot of them going to be second and third stringer. So it's like they held their own, much as possible. So, um, yeah. So I don't have, they play pretty well. I'm not gonna go as far as it was perfect. No, but they played pretty well enough. They won the game. Giant, like you said, Giants penalties. Stupid penalties is that, but it gave us more opportunities. So
Yeah,
that's what happens.
and it just tells you the inexperience in the Giants too. It just tells you they not ready. Now, again, that's not their first team because a lot of in the game, a lot of the starters didn't play.
Hmm.
So we not gonna judge. We're not gonna judge this team until they do have the starters. Maybe they'll have more of them in against Jacksonville. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. But yeah, I really can't judge too much because of the whole first team didn't play. So
Right. Me,
we
yeah,
just
and
going
I
by
can.
backups.
Yeah, I can't judge that either because the simple fact, like you just said, there's a lot of backups. A lot of these guys are trying to make the team. Will the starters make it play? Maybe. If they don't play, saying against Jacksonville, quite sure they're probably gonna play when on the road against Carolina, just to get the reps in, just get that little rhythm in before going into the, saying week one against the Super Bowl defending champions. So
Mm-hmm.
be on the lookout for that. If they don't play, if they don't, if the starters don't play against Jacksonville, you
Mm-hmm.
might, uh, if they do, they might play a quarter, maybe a series, something like that. But if they don't, you'll probably definitely see them against Carolina. So, um, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like you said
Yeah,
to that
feel
question,
that.
man, the offensive line they play pretty well. So, definitely looking forward to this Jacksonville game. Make sure the Jacksonville one will be Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. If you guys able to go down there, go down there. They still, I believe, still tickets still available. So if you got the opportunity to go down there on a Saturday afternoon, go down there, man. You know,
No, absolutely.
Trevor Lawrence, even Trevor Lawrence might not play, but of course, just going down there is just a fun atmosphere, the experience. Another fan base, the crowd's gonna be crazy down there. So
Mm-hmm.
got the opportunity to go down there, enjoy it, have fun, support the Lions, one pride, baby.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what
Yes,
Michael
sir.
Banks say? Boot up,
Boot up. Boot up.
yeah,
Boot
man. So
up.
yes, sir.
And shout out to Mr. Banks too, man.
Shout out to
Shout
Mr.
out to
Banks.
him and Dosa Dion,
Absolutely.
man,
Shout
for
out to them
coming on the
guys.
show, coming on the last show, man. Um, much appreciated to that, man. I just want to give a special thanks to them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna answer this question right quick before we move on to this topic. What about the secondary minus? I said secondary, they play pretty, they play pretty well. I'm not gonna, they play pretty well. I mean, yeah, like you said, it was just, more of a second and third stringers, out there secondary. So um I think they play, he said sucks feel boot out. Just stupid. Oh man. Well, yeah, man. They play pretty, they play pretty well. I mean, they play pretty well, good enough that, you hold the Giants the second 3 points in the second half. I mean, they're
Yeah.
gonna give us some passing yards, but
Now the secondary was cool, except one person. You
wait,
probably
no,
know where
no,
I'm going.
no.
You probably know where I'm going
We
with
ain't
it.
not gonna talk about him. We ain't gonna even talk about him. Don't
I'm just gonna say we was willing. That's all I'm gonna say.
We're not gonna
He
go
was
there.
willing.
We're not gonna go there at all. No, sir. We're not gonna go
Yeah,
there at all.
but for the most part, the secondary was cool. Like you said, they held the Giants to 3 points. Um, for the backups or second and third string guys, they did their thing, man. So shout out to them for holding this team. Who, I mean, they still got a nice receiving core. You know what I'm saying? So, and good running backs. So for them to hold them to 3 points in the second half, that's impressive. That's impressive against any team, no matter if they're a good team or a bad team. That's still impressive to hold a team to 3 points in the second half. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Hey,
No,
hey, 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 Owen, just like Big Sean say, I'm not gonna stop. Never gonna stop.
yeah, absolutely. Yep, man. I
Yeah.
mean, we got to talk about this right quick, man. I know it was not part of one of the topics, man, but Harbaugh. See with Michigan. You see with Michigan. They got y'all Michigan fans going, oh, we got Harbaugh, man. Then we feel it. We national championship with bus, and this is, the guys that, Big Willie and and Cass and them, they national championship of bus. Yeah, or no. I'm like, man, y'all need to stop it. Y'all not winning no national championship. Okay, so be it. He's back. So what? Even y'all didn't have Harbaugh, y'all was going to win those 4 cupcake games anyway. So what? Who cares? Who cares? We Spartan fans, we do not care. We care about October 21st at the Woodshed. Okay? At the Woodshed. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4:30 Pacific on NBC. The Woodshed, East Lansing. Y'all coming
Yes,
to
sir.
our house. Remember that. On 16, remember that. Dynasty Sports Network, remember that. All these other Michigan fans, Alex, Heron, all these other Michigan fans, get ready. Y'all day is coming. Y'all coming to our territory. And remember
Yes,
the
sir.
last time y'all came to our territory and y'all walked away with the L on y'all forehead. And that's the same results y'all gonna be doing this year. Don't get that's Harbaugh. He's coaching. First 4 games. Who cares? Who cares? We don't care. Spartans fans don't care. They're saying. But
Yeah.
I know.
You know, you know, if we all know that Harbaugh paid them people off to come back on, man, and the university. Come on now. If that was, bruh, if that was Tuck, man, they would have suspended him for the whole year. Let's be real. Let's be
Absolutely.
real.
If not the whole year, half of the season.
Man, like, 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 what university has the most top 10 ranked opponents and is tied for the most top 25 ranked opponents in the country? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's Michigan State. Okay. How many ranked teams y'all play? Okay. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear.
But that's okay. But that's okay.
That's all I want to
I'm
hear.
glad USC, UCLA, Oregon, and Washington's coming to the Big Ten because these cupcake stuff, that's gonna end it. That's gonna end. They get more cupcakes than that school in Columbus,
Yep.
than us, than any other Big Ten team. They get like 3 or 4 cupcakes, all of them in their
Every
place.
year. Every year. Every year. Every year. It's just like, okay, well, Spartan's gonna do this, y'all. Okay. At least we playing tough teams. Even in college basketball, we play the tough teams.
Look at this
So,
comment. Look at this comment. Look at this. Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now, if we go basketball on y'all, who's ranking the
They,
top? Just that. Oh, okay,
that's on
okay,
another that's on
okay. That's
another
just
discussion. They don't want to deal with that. So,
Oh, we not whining. We just telling the truth.
yeah, they basketball team didn't even make the NCAA tournament. They made the NIT. So we ain't
Mm-hmm.
even- I'm just saying our
Mm-hmm.
basketball team, we made it
I,
25 straight times in the tournament
mm-hmm.
with one coach. I mean, they
See,
can't say that, but I'm just saying, you know,
yeah,
you know.
mm,
Shout out to GN Mackey, man. Shout out to him in the comments, man. Obviously a Michigan fan, but you
yeah.
know, yeah, just keep on, man. Just y'all keep on running that mouth because in
Mm-hmm.
October 21st is coming, baby.
Oh,
Before
it's
y'all
coming.
know it, get
It's
ready.
coming.
I don't want to hear none of the excuses when y'all lose.
None.
I don't want to hear no excuses because Michigan fans come with excuses every time they lose to Michigan State.
And,
I don't want to
and,
hear
and,
it.
and if we win against y'all, please don't start running. Please don't start running like
That's what they.
a certain I ain't even gonna say the network, but like a certain network be hiding and don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
know.
cool. It's cool. It's all right.
Hmm.
It's all right.
Keep that same energy. Spartans fans are delusional. Okay,
That
keep
we
that
go
same.
we and I'm gonna tell you, we gonna delusionally win too.
Hmm. Okay, I would keep that same energy. So, yeah, congratulations to your hardball. Yeah, he's gonna be coaching. Yeah, who cares? Whatever. But that's I had to get that
Mm,
out. I had to get that
yeah,
out, man. So
yeah. Go
we
green,
Spartans
go
fans.
white.
Yes, sir, man. We ain't worried about them, man. Man, so Bree,
Yes, sir. Yes,
little
sir.
news we got to talk about that happened
Oh,
this morning, man. We got to
yes,
talk
sir.
about it. James
Oh,
Harden. Let's switch
yes.
over to the NBA, man. James Harden called out Daryl Morey a liar.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
He was in China at some event, and he spoke out today, was saying that Daryl Morey is a liar. He will never be. They'll never want to be part of an organization that he's in ever again.
Mm.
And to me, when he said that, that was personal.
Oh,
For him, he
absolutely.
called him. He didn't say the organization. He said the Sixers organization. He called his name out. That was
Hmm.
personal. That
Hmm.
was
Very,
personal.
very,
Very
very.
personal. So yeah,
Hmm.
man. So how you feel about that, Bree?
Man, it's to me, I don't think Harden should have did that publicly. In my opinion, if you got an issue with somebody, just just say it to them. You know what I mean? I'm not a component about saying something publicly on somebody like that. I don't agree with that. But I mean, if you have an issue with them, you have an issue with them. But I think this has probably been brewing for a while. So for him to do that, and then I haven't heard anybody else say this about Daryl Morey. He's the only person that said that. So you kind of wonder about that too. But I don't understand that though with Harden. But or as some people call him hardhead.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't understand it, man. But he's saying he's speaking his mind about something. It's just certain things you just need to just not say in public, man, or social media or whatever. You just say that privately. So that's my issue with that. But a lot of players have that same issue where they just speak on that. I mean, Damian Lillard, the same thing. He's speaking all that, but you got to speak on that privately. So with James Harden, man, it's just you're not in the. Come on, man. You better than that. You better than that. That's just how I feel. You got to be better than that, man. Say it privately instead of publicly.
And
You
I
know.
and I agree. I agree with that. Said keep it behind outside of the media scenes. Keep it out of public. But you also have to understand. I mean, I guess it was boiled up for a while. Um, it was just he just thought Daryl Morey was gonna and from his eyes, we don't know, but we're just speculating. He probably he thought Daryl Morey was going to look out for him like he did in the past. And Daryl Morey obviously didn't look out for him, back when even with, probably after the Houston days, the Houston days, he brought him over to Houston, spent 8 years with them. Went to 2 Western Conference Finals. They lost to both times, lost to Golden State. Um, Dealt with, a lot of injuries, but also too, man, with James Harden, he showed up in the regular season, but he didn't show up in the playoffs, and that shows that, man. You want all this big money and stuff, but we need you when it count, most, and he hasn't showed up in the playoffs. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look with this past playoffs, he only had what 10 points, 9, 10 points in that closeout game
Yeah.
against the Celtics. Come
Mm-hmm.
on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Joel
I,
Embiid, I can understand why he's upset. I can understand why. When I need you, you supposed to be my, partner in crime, and you ain't showed up. So some of this, like I said, partially about, James Harden, much as he's a great player, but dude, you ain't been showing up
no.
when it mattered most. You put all these you put all this energy in the regular season. I know some of it at the times with Houston, he had to carry that team. I know some of it he had to carry that team. But you was with Brooklyn, next you know you went out of there. Then you go to Philly. You can't even get
Mm-hmm.
past the second round. Both times. You lost to Miami, already lost to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't you, there was the year y'all was supposed to be jet to go to the not just the NBA, the Eastern Conference Finals, but the NBA Finals. You couldn't even get that. So with James Harden, man, I
If
understand how he feels, but like I said, it's a way how to do things,
mm-hmm.
go about, man. And James Harden, you know, you want to be out of there, you want to leave Philly, you don't want to be part of it no more. But you know, Daryl Morey's not going to want to trade you to whatever team you want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's one time when he want to
Yeah.
go to the Clippers. They ain't guarantee Daryl Morey going to trade you to the Clippers. So
Nope.
I
Nope.
mean, I just don't see James Harden. Um,
And, and
Maybe
and
he wants
then
out.
and then also, for the Clippers standpoint, why would they want to get rid of anybody anyway for him? You know,
Mm-mm.
who would you give up? Kawhi, Paul George? Like, why would you give up them for Harden?
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
I don't feel
Even
that.
though Steve Ballmer got that money, but
Well, yeah,
he got that
yeah,
money. He's on. But again, you're talking about you add Harden over there. Now you got four superstars
yeah. Nah,
over there.
nah. I want to comment on what Noam just said. That question he just asked
Mm-hmm.
about sports owners. See, this the thing, and I understand some of these sports owners need to be called out and stuff like that. I get that. I totally get that. But there's still a way. Like, now, if he's doing like shady stuff or anything like that, or if he's um like that old Clippers owner did, like if he's done stuff like that, understandably. But there are certain things that you gotta do. You do publicly and you do privately. Things like that you gotta do privately. If you got an issue, definitely go to the owner and be like, listen, I got an issue with this. I don't like this. I don't like that. See, that's the problem with a lot of these players, man. They use social media and all this for they outlet and stuff to talk and talk and talk, but yet they don't talk to the person who they have an issue with privately.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always been my issue with that. I never been a fan of that. You or just snitching on somebody. Period on social media. I'm not a fan of that. So
No,
nah, I can't. I understand, but then at the same time, I don't understand.
right. Yeah, definitely, man. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be more stuff coming on. I know it's been talked about all day long, man. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's definitely gonna come. It's
Yeah.
more stuff is gonna come out as the days
See,
come, weeks come. It's more is gonna come out about this
see,
Harden and Daryl Morey
see,
situation. So,
see, and the
uh,
crazy thing is, see, thing about Harden, see, I got 3 James Harden jerseys. I got 3 of them. So I'm like, and they all in Houston. So it's like he's a great regular season player, one of the best offensive gifted players you can. That's in history. But when it comes to playoffs, and plus this dude don't play defense whatsoever. It's that matador defense. He just, and you see even Tyrese Maxey get on him like, hey man, you gotta play defense, bro. And this is a young dude. So I don't know, man. Hopefully they can get through this and he can stay with Philly, but we'll see. We'll see.
yeah, yeah, man. So yeah, there's gonna be more to come with that story. So, um, but yeah, definitely, I want to bring this up right quick, man.
Mm-hmm.
Over the past weekend, the NBA Hall of Famers they had the ceremony. This past weekend, Dirk Nowitzki, Dwayne Wade, Tony Parker, Greg Popovich, and Pau Gasol, the notable names out there for the Hall of Fame ceremony. If y'all didn't get a chance to watch it, or see what's going on for the Hall of Fame celebration, you can check it out on NBA
Mm-hmm.
TV, check it out on YouTube, Facebook, however you want to check it out, man. That was a great ceremony,
Yeah.
especially check out Dwayne's Wade speech, man. Check
Mm-hmm.
that out, man. Um,
Legendary.
legendary. All those
Legendary.
guys, all the guys, legendary. Even with
See,
Tony Parker and
yeah.
you know, Pau Gasol, where he came through, Dirk Nowitzki, Pop. Pop still one of the best coaches to ever played. Coach the game of basketball. Period, hands down. You could put him top two, three, whatever. Yeah, he's in the top five. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care what anybody say. I don't.
No
You
question.
can't go wrong as long as he's in the top five. But that's the greatest coaches of all time in basketball. So
Absolutely.
and is
And,
well deserved. Everybody
and,
respect him.
and I also got to give a shout out to another Hall of Famer. So I got to give a shout out to Becky Hammond.
Absolutely.
Becky Hammond. I had a chance to meet her when she was an assistant coach with the Spurs. So she was real cool. She was real
Yeah.
cool. So got a chance to meet her. She signed my Spurs hat. So I
Yeah.
could always say, "Oh,
Uh,
got a Hall of Famer right there." So
yep. Becky
shout out to
Hammond.
Becky Hammond.
Another Hall of Famer, man. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely, man.
You know,
So yeah, so congratulations to the Hall of Famers. They well deserved. Well, some are well long overdue. To get them.
mm,
So get them into the Hall of Fame class. So it's definitely, man. So happy for them. Yeah, man. So definitely before we here we go, man. Name one. I mean, we not finna go there. Name one MSU player who made the Hall of Fame. I mean, we already know Magic, so we ain't not finna go through that. But definitely on a serious note, before we end the show, um, we definitely for those who didn't know, well, like everybody probably know about now, that um, I'm sorry, just have a little brain fart for a second.
nah, it's good.
Yeah, uh, Magoo used to be partners with Timberland. Timberland Magoo passed away yesterday. It was a devastating loss. Send out prayers and condolences to his family. So he was only 50 years old. Um, Still a young guy. Um, it was just heartbreaking. He was another hip hop icon, legend, um, and it was just a very sad moment. Um, you know, it was just caught a lot of people surprise. Um, so Yeah, so rest in peace to Magoo. I um want to do like a moment of silence for resting for Magoo. So we go ahead and do a moment of silence.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah.
And I also want to say this too, man. Uh, special RIP to Clarence Avant. He's the black godfather of music. He died today at the age of 92.
Yeah,
So shout
yeah,
out
I've
to
seen
him
that.
as well.
Yeah, I've seen that as well, man. Send our prayers and condolences to also to him and his family
Yes, sir.
as well. So man, just tough situation, man. So um, you know, they not here with us anymore, but spiritually they're always here. So definitely, you know,
Yeah.
sending
Uh,
prayers out to the family, friends, and loved ones. So
yes, sir.
so
Yeah.
absolutely, man.
I still got the Timberland and Magoo, see the CDs, the
Yeah,
cassette tapes when it was cassette tapes. I
yeah,
know some of y'all youngsters don't remember that, but yeah, we had cassette tapes. I'm showing my age, but hey, it's
ab-
the up jump the boogie,
yeah,
all that. Like man, love to
absolutely, man.
love you, all that
Yeah,
man.
oh yeah,
Just ooh,
boy,
that bring me back to my high school days.
boy, yeah,
For real.
man. But yeah,
The
man.
peace.
It's definitely been another great episode, great show, Rapaport. Yeah, man. So we're gonna be getting out here. Before we get out of here, Bree, you got any little final thoughts, man?
Yeah, just definitely thanks to everybody who came in the comments and everything, man. Definitely shout out to the Lions for the win. Just a special RIP to Magoo and Clarence Avant. Definitely special tribute to them, and just want to thank everybody for coming on, man. Can't thank y'all enough. And hey, man, that's pretty much everything for me.
Yeah, man. So final thoughts, man. Like you said, looking forward to this preseason game for the Lions against Jacksonville. Fortunately, I won't be able to watch the because I'll be at work, but um, yeah, man, looking forward to it. Looking forward to these joint practices. See what just read up on what's going on. I know Bree, you'll be down there giving some, updates and details of what's going on. Hopefully, our guy Nolan Shea will be able to go down there as well. Um, and hopefully on 16, other ones be down there, give some updates of what's going on, new joint practices. So definitely want to get a shout out to everybody in the comments today. Like you said, Owen, of course, Nomis, our guy couldn't be here with us, going through some, situations he's going through. Just keep our guy in prayers and stuff, man. So keep him, lift him up, man. So Big Willie Styles came through right quick. Also our guy Ray Moore and G Mackey came through, man. Shout out to everybody that came through in the comments today, man. So we're definitely gonna be bring y'all more
Okay.
content.
Said
This
Alex Collins passed too. So shout out to R.I.P. Alex Collins.
Oh wow.
Mm,
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 wow.
mm, mm.
Mm. Wow.
Whoa,
Wait.
whoa. Mm.
Mm, mm.
Shout out to Alex Collins,
Yeah, man.
former Raven.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, man. It's just
It's tough.
it's terrible, man. It's terrible, man.
Shout
So
out, shout out to all the families and everybody that's going through a death. Shout out to the families to taking care of a loved one, have surgery. Uh, Anybody that's going through something, just keep your prayers up and just stay positive. That's how
Yeah,
you gotta look at it. So shout out to them.
yeah, yeah, man. Dallas Collins. Wow. Yeah, man. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough, man.
Keep the
Um,
spirits up.
yeah, it's what we can do, man. So we could do keep keep the spirits up, man. Um, yeah. Um,
20,
yeah.
28, man.
Again, final thoughts, man. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So as that being said, man, final thoughts. Lions preseason game. Not what's going on with the Pistons and not really going on with them. Um, you know, Tigers and we playing tomorrow, 2-game series against the Minnesota Twins. So we look out for that. Um, but yeah, pretty much, man. Stay tuned. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe to D313 XP, man. Follow us on Facebook. Um, we definitely will drop a consistent content as well, man. So make sure y'all stay tuned in, man. It's definitely gonna bring you more content, man. Um, as that being said, this is your boy DC1. We got Guy Breed. Um, we'll be seeing y'all Thursday on the XP. Make sure y'all take care of yourself and your loved ones. Everybody have a good night. Peace.